Hey everybody, this is Stormtrooper bringing you more Modern Warfare 3 gameplay with commentary. I'm going to show you two games today. The first will be a team deathmatch at Mission, and I go 13-7. The second will be a team deathmatch at Fallen, and I go 19-10. Now both of these games were played with my clan, and in both games we do pretty well as a clan, so nobody really shined. We just all really contributed and got some wins. Actually, made some people rage quit. So let's take a look. And I do need to apologize once again for the camera angle. I apparently suck at not bumping my camera while I'm recording. I do promise that it was a better angle when I started. Not that that means much to you. Now here I get off to a pretty good start. There's one kill, two, and then I see the guy shooting from here, but he's behind the wall. I wasn't quite sure where he was, so I wait till I can see him, and there's the third kill. Now I actually get off to a 6-kill streak here to start this match, which is pretty good for me. A 6-kill streak is pretty good for me in any match. There's a nice little headshot. But particularly when I'm quickscoping, this is for sure the best, my best quickscoping streak here, or one of the best at least. And there's another quick headshot. And I do want to point out that even when I'm going, 30 and I'd say I think my best was 29-6 or something. As far as ratio goes, I've definitely gotten a lot more kills than that. Where I've gone, 35 and 20 or something like that. But as far as ratio goes, I think 29-6 was probably my best game. But even then, I don't really get big streaks. I'll get, maybe 3 or 4 kills and then I'll die. And then, 2 or 3 more kills and then I'll die. And a big part of that is because of how aggressive I am. And I'm sure you can see that even, sniping like this is a very aggressive style of sniping as opposed to, camping somewhere and hard scoping. But I'm a very, very aggressive player. I like to run around the map. I like to move. I like to push. I like to attack. If I see 4 enemy players, I will run right in there and try to take as many with me as I can. It's just kind of my style, and it's not necessarily the best for kill-death ratio or the best for streaks, for sure. But it's how I enjoy to play, and I overall do pretty well with it. You can see we're just smoking these guys. Nice little situation to come into. I kind of feel bad. I think I stole that kill, but I'd say he got me back right there, so it's all good. And you can see 2 people have already rage quit. Now it should be noted that to the best of my knowledge, no one on my team is hacking. I know for sure I'm not hacking, of course, but I don't believe any of my clan members are hacking. But you never know. But I don't think anybody's hacking. I just think we're doing really well. We're doing well as a team. We really have each other's back, and when you have a lot of snipers, especially when they're any good, it really tends to work out well. Because I have most of my clan prefers to hard scope, and that's just fine because I'll run around the map and quick scope, and it works well together. I'm not sure why that guy was just standing there, but I'll take the kill. And that's something I'm getting better at right there. You see, I get shot. I'm red. Had to have been a sniper rifle bullet. Assuming it wasn't hacks, but um, I was red and I moved out of the way. And this is something that, like I said, I'm a very aggressive, very you know, I will charge you aggression, and that's something I am getting better at though, is not needlessly dying for no reason. I do still like to be very aggressive, but um, there's no way I was gonna find him, scope him, and get the shot off before he got his second shot off. So there was no reason to be an idiot there, and I got out of the way, which is something that I'm just starting to learn how to do. Not be an idiot, of course. You see there again, I had no idea where that fire was coming from, so I just booked out a dodge. Um, and I can live and try to go after another kill. And you'll see part of the reason why I only went 13 and 7 was I did have a bit of a hard time finding people for a good portion of this game. And a big part of that is because I think as a team we did so well, and as really everybody was contributing. It wasn't like normal where, I can't say like normal. It wasn't like some other games where, I'm carrying the team and nobody else has even half of my kills, and it's always, 4-on-1, which makes my kill death ratio look bad because I don't have any teammates to help keep it balanced. Not that I'm not saying that's usually what happens, but it isn't uncommon for that to happen. And I'm not sure what this guy is doing. I don't know if he didn't see me, but once again, I'll take any easy kills I can get. I do want to clarify, I didn't mean to sound conceited there, and you'll see the game ends just before I get this kill. I certainly didn't mean to sound conceited and saying, oh, I'm always elite and on the top of the leader, on top of the scorecard, and that's certainly not the case. I just mean that there are a good number of times when I am on top of the scorecard that I'm the only one that is really performing, and it happens a lot too. I mean, if there's a vast skill difference between players, you could be on the top or you could be on the bottom, but a vast skill difference will be quite oh my goodness, what's the word? Apparent, which isn't the right word, but we'll go with that. And here is the fallen game where I go 19 and 10. But I've certainly been in a good number of games where I've been on the bottom or near the bottom of the scorecard, and I just had a terrible game, and there was one guy that carried my team. So I certainly don't mean to sound like conceited, like I'm always that guy, but I just meant that when you are that guy, it is very frustrating if you are the guy, the only, you're carrying your team, and that's a nice little quick scope right there. That is exactly what I'm talking about when I talk about quick scoping. Just in the scope, take the shot, and out of the scope, and you're done. Before before he can even get his weapon up. That's ideal. I didn't see that little guy on that ledge. I actually, before this game, didn't know you could even get on that ledge. I knew about the ledge on the other side of the building, but I didn't know about this one. But he will get what he deserves twice. Not only is he using a tactical insertion, he's sitting on the tactical insertion, which, for that reason, is a very bad idea. I see it all the time. Players will be sitting on their tacs, and you just run in, you kill them, and then you wait for them to spawn, and you kill them again. And I don't know why they do that. I don't know why they think that's a good idea, but if you're watching this, that's why it's not a good idea. I feel like that was a great drag scope. I know the shot went into the wall, but I felt like it was a good shot, and those hit markers drive me so nuts, because you see that was a good shot, got the hit marker, it wasn't a miss, and there was a good little drag scope. I am getting better also at using my knife, and I did forget what I was talking about, so I'm gonna move on.
I'm getting a lot better at drag scoping.
I've already had to restart this recording 3 or 4 times, so I'm not gonna do it again. I do tend to ramble, so sorry about that. Another hit marker, but that's okay. I get the second shot. No scope, which I really am enjoying doing.
Is that supposed to be the Super Mario?
And you'll see here what I'm talking about as far as really good teamwork. You see my clanmate up there hard scoping. And I apologize, I thought this would show up sooner. And you see my other clanmate up there hard scoping, and I'm sort of running around the map and quick scoping, and it really works out well as a team. We just really have each other's backs. You see he got the shot there, he's getting shot at, I get that kill, and you see it really kind of meshes, and it works well, and that's really why I think we're doing so well. It's not because I mean, not that it hurts, but it's not because, you see I'm doing really well at quick scoping right now, and here you're going to see a great little quick scope headshot. But it's not about that, or, how perfectly well each of my teammates is doing. I really feel it's because we perform so well as a team. We have each other's backs. We're, we have each other covered, and it really worked out well. Here you see just terrible shooting on my part. What was that, like 5, 6 shots? Just not even close. Well, that actually spurs me onto a bit of a death streak. Once again, I am a pretty streaky player. You see that guy just, and it's my fault for not looking, but at the same time, you really don't expect a guy just to be lying on the ground in the middle of a big intersection out in the open, Not a good strategy. I mean, he got the kill on me, so I guess that's what matters, but I wouldn't advise doing that. You see, we really do just kind of have this whole map locked down. And that was a legitimate hit marker. I got him about in the knees. I'll never complain about a hit marker where my shot was off. What I hate is when you shoot him in the chest twice and get hit markers. Or I've seen headshot hit markers. I got a hit marker using a knife once. Pretty sure that was a hacker. But that's the kind of stuff that annoys me. And I'll actually post, we'll say my next, the next gameplay I post, I will show you a game where we did struggle against a bunch of hackers, and you see what I'm talking about with how frustrating it is, especially lately. It seems like they're like hackers just everywhere, and not even like the kind of hackers that, you know, deny it, and, you know, their name is Elite Skills, and, you know, they're hacking, but they, you know, they claim they have elite skills. Nowadays it seems like there's just hackers that are like, yeah, I'm hacking, so what? And in fact, we faced a hacker the other day where, you know, he was calling in Predator missiles. As an example, he definitely had other hacks on, but and he justified it. He said, "It's funny. It's always the people who can't hack or have failed at hacking that get you see the whole team just rage quit, or have failed at hacking that they get mad about hackers." He said, "It's not a big deal. It's just like I'm playing the Xbox version, except you guys can't use them." If you don't know, playing on the Wii, and the Wii does not include Predator missiles like the Xbox version does. Which is just, it's just the most ridiculous thing I think I've heard someone say in this game. Like, I don't understand how you justify cheating
Probably thought we were hacking.
by saying it's not my fault you can't cheat, or that you suck at cheating. And then I'm not cheating because I'm playing with an advantage. And I don't know what he was smoking, but that was a little interesting look into the psyche of the modern day hacker. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed, and I will bring you more soon, and stay tuned.